There we go.
There.
I think it's going to do it.
Oh, wait. Maybe. We'll see.
It did a little, like, jumpity jump.
Oh, it did?
Kind of. Oh, you know what it is? I bet it's this.
What's that?
Catch playhead.
Oh. Because if you want to check it. Yep.
'Tis what it was.
There it is, right there.
Oops. All right, so should we start?
Oh, probably.
All right, let's do
It's
it.
about that time to bring forth the rhythm and the rhyme.
Such a good vibration.
My name is Mark, and I'm here to prove to you.
Sounds like Sun-Kissed. Maybe you want to know who done this.
Maybe.
Is that what it says?
Something like that. Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. This is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
This is my so-called whatever.
It is. It's a very special month.
This is a special month.
This is where I wish that we had that piano noise.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Yeah, that's okay.
we'll just pretend it's there.
Okay.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Yep.
However it went.
It's a very special month because
It's our friendiversary. Friendship-versary. Perfect. That sounds right.
that was funny. Yeah, it is. Happy friendversary.
We've been friends for 30 years.
Holy mother. That's a long time, yo.
Getting old. Like, to say, like, I've had like, a friend for 30 years.
Well, yeah. I would
mean,
say that's a long...
kinda-
Yeah, that's kind of old. We're kind of old.
I remember the day. We've talked about it.
I want to hear it again. I want to hear a story from your point of view. Your POV.
Well, I don't remember a whole lot from that day, other than the fact that I was, like, very nervous and anxious, and I was kind of an anxious kid anyway.
Our teacher was a jerk face.
She was a real bitch. I mean, let's just put it out there. She was not nice.
She was a children should be seen and not heard type.
Absolutely. And,
she probably still spanked kids. We just didn't see it.
oh, she absolutely did. I'm sure she took rulers across their knuckles.
Probably.
Anyway. She was not nice. But, I was a new kid in class. And I remember my parents, I don't know if I mentioned this before. My parents gave me an option. Because it was towards the end of the school year. It was May. Mm-hmm. And they said, you can finish out your school year in your old school if you want. Even though we had moved. Like, my mom would have driven me to the other school and whatever.
Wow.
Or you can start at this new school. You're only going to be there for a few weeks.
That's crazy. Our worlds would have been so different.
I know. And I was like, I want to be the new kid. Because in my old school, the new kid was always like
Celebrated.
cool.
Yeah.
Because we lived in like a real small town. Mm-hmm. And so the school was really small. It was like a K through 8 school. Mm-hmm. And like where I was going, it was like at the time it was K through 2.
Oh, yeah.
I think. And then and Fruit Street was 3 through
It was
something.
it was
and then they combined it.
No, it was K through 3. It was kindergarten through 3rd grade at Abraham Lincoln. And then the next year is when they did the zoning change.
Yeah.
And it was still K through 3, but they did, maybe you're right, maybe it was K through 2.
I think it was because I think...
And what did they do, 3rd grade and 4th?
3, 4th, and 5th at Fruit Street.
Oh, they did?
Because Mary Snow wasn't open.
I didn't know that.
I seem to remember, because Mary Snow was a school long ago, and then it was closed, and
Right,
they
because
reopened
it was like a convalescent, is that?
was it?
I feel like there was like what's the correct terminology?
I don't know. Is that not a real word?
I don't know.
Can you
Is
not
that
say
a main thing?
I don't even know what that means.
Do you know what I'm saying, though?
A convalescent home?
Yeah. I don't know, but like our parents say it. Is that probably not PC?
It's probably...
Probably not.
Probably not if our parents say it.
Probably not.
Not that they're not, but
what do
it's
they call
different.
it now?
I don't know.
They
I don't
call
even know what
it
is.
assisted living.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh.
Lots of assisted.
I thought it was something religious.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Then I think that it's fine to call it. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, it was like, I think that's what it turned into. And then they turned it back into a school.
Yeah. because
For third, just and so I went to a different school just for third grade, which
Right.
sucked.
right, and I stayed at Abe Lincoln because that's where I lived. I lived in that area.
But you were in the hen house, as they called it.
A hen house.
Like the local people called them the hen houses.
What? Wait,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You were in one of the trailers in the front, weren't you?
No,
For third grade?
no. At Abe Lincoln?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, I thought you were Mr. Sweat's class.
no.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But Mr. Sweat had a class.
Well, who was in the remote trailers?
I have no idea.
Maybe that was the next year.
I don't remember those trailers.
Yeah,
to
they
be
were-
honest with you, I don't think that.
So maybe the trailers were there before the switch, actually.
Maybe.
Do you know where the playground is right now?
Yeah.
There's 2 trailers there.
Oh yeah, no, there was a playground there.
Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
There's 2 trailers there. Maybe it was when Logan went there that they put the trailers there.
Maybe. Because there were 3 third grade classrooms. And I had Miss Hammond. And then there was Mr. Sweat
Yep.
and Miss... I don't remember her name. And they were like, those 2 teachers were in one big room. So that class had like 40 kids.
Yeah. It
was weird.
So Abraham Lincoln was just weird anyway.
There were no walls.
You guys, no walls. It's like an open floor plan school.
Like you have...
I would pay attention instead of paying attention to my teacher. If there were kids fooling around, I'd be paying attention to that.
It was so weird though, because like it was surprisingly like
Quiet.
not... Yeah. It was kind of cool. I remember my mom trying to explain it to me though.
Really?
Before I went and having her say like, okay, so there's no walls.
And
I
you're
remember
like,
thinking
what?
And
What
they
kind
were,
of hippie place am I going to?
for real? Like we have proper classrooms where I come from.
hippie. Is that bad?
No.
I heard Tom Selleck say it, so I think it's okay.
Tom Selleck is cool.
He's a national treasure
Yes,
right there.
he is.
Hello, Tom Selleck.
How you doing,
How's
Tom
that?
Selleck?
He's the only man with a mustache that
Kind of does it for me.
he does it for me.
So-
And my mom. That's kind of weird. My mom loves her some Tom Selleck.
Most moms do,
How you doing?
and they should.
yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah.
first day of school,
Yep, first day.
I walk in with my kitty cat sweatshirt dress.
By the way, this is when I invented TiVo.
Truth.
Hashtag truth. Hashtag should have won the science fair.
Absolutely.
Nikki invented TiVo.
You'd be a billionaire.
Could you imagine?
So I had my kitty cat sweatshirt, dress, and heart tights. Mm-hmm. And
What was I wearing?
I cried the whole day. I don't remember. But I do remember that there were a couple girls that were not very nice.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to say their names, but you know what you did.
You know exactly what you did. And you know what? You're not a very decent person now either.
No, you're not.
'Cause
Actually.
you pretended you didn't know who I was. You know what you did. So I called you out on it.
And also,
I said, hi, how are you? It's been a long time since I've seen you. You know what you did.
so I don't really remember a whole lot of that day other than the fact that I cried. And the teacher sent me to the library with another student
It was a boy.
while I cried. And he didn't know what to do.
Of course he didn't. 'Cause
Like,
he
I
was
sat
like,
there with
"Eh."
my head in my arms. And mind you, again, no walls.
Right,
So the library was like in the middle of the school.
right.
But it was like all open.
It was like an auditorium.
Yeah, it was weird. But anyway, that was that. But I remember I sat next to you. Mm-hmm. Like, there were little tables, and like there were 2 kids per table, I believe.
Yep,
And I sat at the table with you. And
Yep.
you shared your markers with me.
yep.
It was very nice.
I was very excited because I was like, these girls suck. I want some new meat.
And I'll say it again.
New meat.
New me.
That was weird. No,
is
I
weird.
and I felt so bad that you were so upset. I
Well-
do remember that. And
So,
I was like, what can I do?
I'm going to say it, and it's going to make Nikki cry, because it always does.
No, don't. Oh, God.
Nikki, her whole life, ever since I've known her, she just wants to be your friend. Like, she will be the first person to welcome you and to want to be your friend. Look, she's tearing up. Well, actually, you can't look, but she is. So, and like, I'm not the same way, and not in like a mean way or anything.
No.
I'm just like, I kind of keep to myself.
Nan always told me it's because I didn't have any close brothers and sisters.
Oh, well, maybe that
You just
has something
want to
do
be
with it.
everybody's friend, and sometimes everybody doesn't want to be your friend. And that's okay. That's what Grandpa would say to me.
And that is okay.
Yeah.
But it's hard for a kid.
I didn't understand. I
course
still don't. Like, if you don't want to be my friend, I don't understand. Like, I don't.
Right.
I don't get it. And I'm like, what? There must be something wrong with me.
But it's not personal.
But I take it personal.
You do.
And then I'm like, what can I do? Because there must be something wrong with me.
But that's why we're a good team, I think.
Hashtag truth.
Because I can see that that's not what it is. You know what I mean?
And you can tell me. And then I'm like, oh, okay.
I do try to
Just
tell
like
you.
today in our text message.
Exactly.
That was a very good. And then I was like, oh, I'm over it.
Right.
Just like that.
Because it just takes a little switch on the perspective.
Right. And unless we're both passionate about the same thing.
Right. And then it's like,
That happened today. And then I'm just like, just like that.
that was quite the sound. So, anyway, you wanted to be my friend.
I did.
You were nice to me. You were one of the only ones that were.
Well, more people were missing out.
And that was very nice. While the stupid girls are going around saying, no, you can't use my hairbrush because you might have lice.
You know what you did.
I didn't ask to use your hairbrush, B. You do know what you did.
Yeah. And you know what? Guess what? Do you know why? Because she had lice.
I'm sure.
We were just talking about this recently. And they were like, oh yeah, it's because she had lice. Who cares? You get lice, it's an accident.
Kids get lice.
Yeah, it just happens.
It does happen. Anyway.
So we want to do a special episode.
Yes. To celebrate friendship.
So can I tell you about my memory?
Please.
That's kind of burnt.
Please.
But I do remember that I was miserable in second grade. Miserable. Because you know how sometimes there's that one girl that just makes you miserable?
Yes.
Well,
Who
there you
was
go.
this? Yeah. Ugh.
So I didn't want to go stay at her house anymore because her dad said that stuff to me.
Of course.
So when she would ask me to stay, I said I didn't want to stay anymore. Like I didn't want to go stay. And so said that I was a baby. I probably wet the bed. Like just said stupid stuff like that, and I didn't want to go to school.
What a mean girl. What a mean
but
little
I
girl.
really just didn't want to stay at her house because they weren't very welcoming.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they weren't very, very welcoming, and I didn't want to stay the night at anybody's house in second grade. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah.
I got homesick.
I did too.
So I just didn't want to, and especially after that whole thing happened,
Yeah. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
right? So when you came, my year got so much better. And I can remember my mom and dad being like, oh, we're so glad you found a friend. Like, we're so
Aw,
glad.
That's nice.
So my year was better. I mean, we didn't have that much longer to go, but
Nope. It was towards the
but
end of the year.
one mean person can ruin everything.
Oh, yeah. They just infect.
Right. And like I never said anything bad. Like I never told anybody that like her dad was mean or anything like that, even though he was stepdad, whatever he was.
No, but she was mean. And she still
was
is.
She's totally is. And
I've seen her recently.
yeah.
And you have too.
Yes.
And she is still like the same person. Oh, yeah.
So anyway, so Brooke and I wanted to do a special friendship episode. We
Yeah.
asked you guys for your friendship stories, and you guys,
Delivered.
you did. And so we even have a friendship / love story to tell you.
We do. We're excited.
I am excited.
We're excited to deliver these.
Yeah. So we want to start off this episode with a very special one, near and dear to our hearts.
Oh, so near and dear to our hearts. Amy and Michelle.
Amy and Michelle, we love you guys. Can we just tell you what an amazing person Michelle is? First of all, I'm going to tell you how I met Michelle. So
Yes, tell the story because this is pretty cool. This is like the beginning of everything.
Right. So Brooke and I had bar stools. And like I said, we were kind of disconnected from the BH community. We were kind of like pretty disconnected.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
I was disconnected from life, period, as you guys may or may not know. I learned that you had to join a Facebook group because I was like, where are the message boards? Remember?
Yes, because the first time we
We did it through the message boards.
Right.
So I knew that we had to like get a group or get into a photo group. Like I knew that,
Right.
but I didn't know how. I didn't know how that worked.
Right.
So I started I went into one group, which was like and then they told me there was a VIP specific for Mohegan Sun. I believe. Yes. Mm-hmm. So we went in and they already had groups like created. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
We
This
are not going to
sucks.
get in a group. And I saw that there was a group open. And so I messaged, but it didn't look like there were any Jordan spots.
Right.
So I messaged and I said, hey, my name is Nikki. This is the first time my friend and I are doing VIP. Just wondering, like, do you think more people will form groups? And Michelle reached out to me immediately. And she said, you're looking for a group? Like, what are you looking for? And so I said, I'd like to stand with Joe.
Yeah.
Like, we have no idea what this entails.
Right.
And Brooke would like to stand with Jordan. Well, she gave up her Jordan spot, wasn't it? Or like somebody did.
No, you know what it was?
What?
I think I said I would stand with Jordan or Donnie.
Yep.
And there was a Donnie spot.
Oh, that's right.
Because I was going to stand with Donnie.
Oh, that's right.
And then it wasn't until the day of.
That you got the Jordan one.
No, I stood with Joe and you.
Right, but I feel... Oh.
I was never going to be with Jordan. Because I did the Jordan when we did it that first time.
Oh.
And I was like, I'll stand with whoever. Really?
But I was like,
I'd to stand with
no,
Donnie.
I won't.
No, but I was like, I wouldn't mind standing with Donnie.
I mean, I would have literally, like, you guys, I'd stand with any of them.
Right.
Like, but this was the first time we would ever really meet them. This was our first VIP. I mean, we had that VIP back, but that was like Cattling Herd. What? Cattling Herd?
Well, we didn't know what we were doing.
Right. We had no idea. Nobody
We
told
knew
us.
we were in a group. Like
Nobody told us what to do.
We knew who we were standing with.
Right.
But we literally just beelined it.
Right.
And and then didn't know what to do.
Now I realize that's why Jordan hugged me. Do you know? I thought I was like special for a second. Do you remember though?
I don't remember a lot,
But like,
because I was very,
and I was like, wow, Jordan wants to say hi to me. That's cool.
But yeah, I do remember that. No, so I was like, I think that what I said was I would do Jordan or Donnie because I remember thinking like that might help us get in a group.
Yeah.
And they had a Donnie available.
You were Donnie because the mom,
Yes.
Narissa, and her daughter.
Because her daughter was with Donnie and
Right.
mom was with Joe, but the mom wanted to be with Donnie.
Right, and so
I
you
was
switched, and you were like, hey, you and I stand by Joe. And I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, I was like, you be with your daughter and take your picture with Donnie because that's cool. I'll just stand with Joe and Nikki. I'm cool with that. Like,
That's
That was
awesome.
cool. So anyway,
And we ended up, like, it was amazing. But Michelle took us right under her wing.
She was
her and
awesome.
Amy. They told us all about what was going to happen.
Yep.
What to expect.
yep, what to expect when you're expecting.
And I friended her.
Yeah,
Remember, I friended her on Facebook. And she told me all about everything. She was very informative.
I remember standing in line,
Waiting for, like...
wondering, like, is that Michelle? Is that Michelle? Where's Michelle? Is that Michelle? Because you had been corresponding with her.
Right.
I wasn't as much.
And we were like, Michelle? And I'm like, finally, I said, I am the only one that is wearing like any kind of New Kids on the Block thing. Because you remember us walking down the thing and everybody's dressed to the nines. And I'm like,
Yes.
oh, here I am in my New Kids on the Block skirt and Joe t-shirt.
Yep.
Hey, you know what? Wouldn't change that for the world. So Michelle and Amy, you are a treasure.
Oh my gosh.
You
For
are
real.
a treasure.
For real.
So,
You want to get into it?
yeah, should I read Michelle? You want to read Michelle or Amy?
It doesn't matter to me.
You can read Michelle or read Amy.
Sounds good. All right, so this is Michelle's story.
So they both sent it in, and neither one...
Read each other's.
Right.
So it's kind of neat.
This is going to be neat.
So this is Michelle's story. In my 43 years, I've made friends, lost friends, I've loved, and... Oh, wait. Okay. I'm going to start over again because I'm reading this weird.
You're fine, yeah.
In my 43 years, I've made friends, lost friends, I've loved, and I've lost. But that one thing that has always been a constant with a brief lapse is my friendship with Amy Bruno. If you've seen pictures of me at a New Kids event in the past 10 years, she's been with me, minus the 2013 cruise. Because without her, a New Kid event is just not as fun. This is our story from my perspective. Let's take this back to 1990. I believe it was the summer, and I had recently started working at a grocery store as a cashier. I was going into my junior year of high school, and I had just turned 16. I was at my register one day, and this very friendly girl that worked in the bakery, Yum, came up to me and said, "I heard you like New Kids on the Block." And that's how this thing started.
Oh,
That's so cool.
that is so awesome.
My high school years were not that great because I hated my small town high school and life at home could have been better. But then I had this super awesome friend that's a couple of years older than me and she could drive.
Woo! Woohoo!
She's always been the type of person that is not afraid to just be herself and have fun, and she certainly doesn't care what people think, and I've always envied that about her. We spent a lot of time together. I'd sleep at her house and she'd sleep at mine. I always enjoyed her house more than mine because her mom was always so nice.
Aw.
We would watch New Kids videotapes, read magazines like Bop and Tiger Beat. We dressed up like the New Kids and tried to act like them. That was funny. We tried to learn everything there was to know about them. Her favorite has and always will be Donnie, and Jordan was and will always be mine. I remember her sharing her story of how she met Donnie on her way to a concert in Connecticut. I love to hear her tell the story now as much as I loved it the first time because you can still hear the excitement in her voice.
Donnie really liked it too.
Oh my God.
Motorcycle!
He really did. We were very lucky to live in Massachusetts, so we often took trips into Boston via the T.
Jealous.
We would go to the Hard Rock Cafe just to see the guys' pictures because, that made us feel closer to them.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We would venture in Dorchester by ourselves to try and find the guys or just go anywhere they would talk about. Hi-Fi Pizza, the Dorchester Youth Collaborative, etc. We went to Joe's house in Jamaica Plain once and got yelled at by his sister because we made the dogs bark and we woke up a baby. Sorry, Joe's family.
Aw.
We went to the Wahlberg home in Braintree where we met Marky Mark and asked him to play basketball in his yard. He said no because Alma would get mad. We hitchhiked back from the Wahlberg house in the rain and got picked up by a lady that took us back to the train station. Glad we weren't kidnapped.
I'm glad you weren't on a true crime podcast I listened to.
That's crazy.
Yikes. I would say the same thing. Hey, you want to play basketball?
Yes, you would.
Want to have a basketball tournament?
I'm putting together a tournament.
I'm putting together a tournament. Can I count you in? Marky Mark.
We had so much fun together. All that time, and we still can't seem to remember if we went to a New Kids concert together. Crazy, huh? We did see a Marky Mark concert together in Providence, and we thought we were the shit because we took a limo to the show and everyone was looking.
Aw, yeah.
We also saw him at Whalum Park, and the New Kids were there. While we didn't meet them, we did spot them. We would walk down Newbury Street because I think Tower Records was there or someplace the guys used to hang out. We even bought ourselves the hardware baseball hat that Johnny would sometimes wear.
Oh, I'm so jealous about
I am
that.
so jealous.
I am jealous.
If there was something going on in Boston where there was a slight chance the guys would be there and we could get there, we were there.
That's awesome.
After graduation in 1992, I went to college in Providence, Rhode Island, and I would still see Amy on the weekends, but we didn't spend as much time doing things as we used to. We'd go to clubs sometimes, either in Worcester or Boston. New Kids were starting to die down more, but we both still loved them. We never stopped. They always had that place in our hearts on lock.
Hell yes.
After college graduation in 1994, I moved back home for a while, had some boyfriends, did the nightclub scene, listened to all kinds of music, had various jobs.
Tell us more about this nightclub scene.
Did a tiny bit of traveling, and life went on without New Kids. I had my son in 1996, and then my daughter in 1999. Fast forward to September of 2001 when I got married. I was living in Providence, and she was one of my bridesmaids. I'm not sure why, but there was a period after this where we fell out of touch. Nothing bad happened, it just happened. Occasionally, I would get on the old New Kids fan pages. I think Jordan also had a fan page, and I would spend time looking for her. Not sure if I ever told her that.
Oh my gosh.
I searched her name a lot because I really missed her.
Oh my gosh, stop it right now.
Years went by, and along came this thing called Facebook, and that's where I found Amy.
Oh my gosh, Brooke.
So they really,
Oh
lost
my gosh,
touch.
Brooke. She was looking for her. Look, I can't even deal with this.
No,
Are you
you can't
serious
deal
right
with
now?
this.
I didn't know this. She was searching for her.
Yes, she was.
Brooke, I'm sorry. I'm not being stupid.
No, you're not.
I'm just like, that's so sad. Look, I can't even deal with it. Sorry, guys. Oh my goodness. She was looking for you.
Oh. It was after the New Kids had reunited, and when I searched for her, I found a person that looked like her, but the last name was different. So I sent her a message asking if she was the Amy I was looking for. She was. We reconnected, and it was like we never left each other. I was worried that after years we wouldn't be able to pick up where we left off.
Hold on one second. Sorry, I got really emotional
That's all
there.
right.
I was thinking about looking for you.
Oh,
God. I was thinking about that, and I just got really upset.
I was thinking about looking for you.
I was. I'm so sad right now.
That
but
is
happy
sad.
at the same time because they got reunited.
That's like crazy, though.
Oh my goodness, Brooke. Oh. Okay, I'm all right now. I'm all right. I'm gonna make
How
it.
does that happen?
It just does. I mean, just think
That's
about it when you
sad.
moved to Augusta.
I know, but
You know,
we also had social media still.
we did.
Or then.
But like there were times we went months really without seeing each other,
Oh, yeah.
you know? So
But we'd still talk.
we would.
That's sad.
It is.
But they found each other.
I'm so glad.
Amy and I finally went... Wait, I'm going to read this last line first.
Okay.
I was worried that after years, we wouldn't be able to pick up where we left off. What the heck was I thinking? Amy and I finally went to our first New Kids concert together, June 4th, 2011, at the Garden in Boston for the NKOT BSB tour. And this was the first and last time we ever sat far away from the guys. This is where the second round of our super awesome New Kids on the Block friendship takes off. This night was the first time I met a new kid, and that was Donnie. Then, in August, Jordan...
Wait. She's not gonna tell us about that?
Nope.
Michelle? What the hell?
I'm just going to have to send in a story.
Excuse me, can we hear more about this? You left me hanging. Ugh.
Then in August, Jordan announced that he was going on tour for his unfinished album, and that's also when I first met him, August 20th, 2011. If it wasn't for Amy, I wouldn't have met him that first time. I had the opportunity to do an intimate and small meet and greet with him after his concert, and I didn't have the cash. So Amy told me, I'll let you borrow the money. This may be the only chance you ever have to meet Jordan. So I took her up on that offer, and I'll forever be thankful. We now laugh about that being the only chance to meet him, because we've been lucky together. There was only one New Kids event that we didn't attend together, and that was the 2013 cruise. I had a great time, but it wasn't the same without her. We have had some amazing times together with the New Kids, and for every tour, we have been fortunate enough to get closer and closer to the stage. I don't think I could do any New Kids event without her, as it would never be the same. Here we are in our 40s, and we still jump up and down and hug each other like we did when we were teenagers. We can't believe how lucky we are to be able to do this, to be able to do the things we do. Back in 1990, we never would have believed that we'd be here, where we think Donnie and Jordan recognize us, or we like to pretend they do. These guys have also brought many amazing women into our lives, most recent being Nikki and Brooke. That was surely a meant-to-be situation. We have so many fun stories for every New Kids event we've been to since 2011. Times have changed. I've learned what kind of friends I really want in my life, but one thing that remains the same is the friendship I have with Amy. She's the first person I text when I need to talk to someone. Her and her husband joined my family on vacation this past summer. Can't wait to do that again. She's funny, she's creative, she's just awesomely fun, and I really can't imagine my life without her. It would just be sad. She's seen my kids grow up and graduate from high school. I share their struggles and accomplishments with her, share my own struggles with her. She doesn't judge me. She'd tell me to shut up if she needs to, as I will her. Without New Kids on the Block, I'm not sure we would have become friends because we grew up in different towns and we didn't work in the same department. I do know that we would have missed a friggin' amazing friendship. Sometimes I don't know how she puts up with me. I'm not an easy person to love. I get moody.
You are. Yes, you are. You're so easy to love.
I get moody. I think I'm always right, and I think I know everything, but she's still here. So I must be doing something right. I love you, Amy. Thank you for an amazing 27 years.
That was such a great story. Michelle and Amy. One thing I remember about Amy is her messaging me on my Facebook page, like shortly after, and saying, "Are you at York Beach?" She thought the person that in front of her was me.
Oh, really?
And she didn't want to go up to them if it wasn't me.
And it wasn't you.
No, it wasn't me. I was like, no, not me. She's like, are you sure? Because the person in front of me looks just like you.
That's so funny.
Here's the weird thing about that. This is totally OT.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a doppelganger.
Everybody does.
That's happened more than one time that somebody swears that I'm somewhere and I'm not. That's not me. And it's not my sister either. Maybe I have another sibling I don't know about. Hey, you know what?
It could happen.
It
Could happen.
You know, already happened once.
Wouldn't be the first time. That's so funny.
That was amazing. That was an amazing story.
That was an amazing story.
I'm sorry that I got emotional, guys, and I sniffled, but
Yeah, you can't
it
help
just
it.
hit me. I like started thinking about you and I losing touch, like after we went to those NSYNC concerts and me searching for you on social media.
Oh,
Are you Brooke? How about you? Are you Brooke?
are you the Brooke I'm looking for? Hello? I've just got to let you know.
I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. You're all I ever wanted.
I'm going to make a bust of your face.
That I didn't know the lady was blind. And my coworker shrieked when I said that out loud. I said, because she was like, she was talking about that video, and she said, the blind woman in the video. Hello.
You didn't know she was blind?
And I said, she was blind? And she shrieked.
Because
What do you mean? She was like, how do you not know she's blind?
Yeah, she's blind.
Because I didn't.
She's blind, and she made that bust because she knew it from feeling his face.
But I was like,
From
muscle memory. Okay, we're back. You didn't even know we were gone.
you had no idea.
I'm going to read Amy's story now.
Sounds good.
I'm going to try not to cry through it, guys.
Guys.
All right. Amy's story. Simply titled, My Best Friend Michelle.
Oh.
When you're growing up, you have many best friends. Quote unquote. Your childhood best friend, adolescent best friend, high school best friend, college best friend, etc., etc. My best friends were Bobby, Faith, Kim, Kathy, and Jen. The scope and depth of my friendships with them was dependent upon the ages that we were at the time and what we had in common. Then came Michelle, and over the years, I learned exactly what a best friend is and should be. At one point, I was friends with Jen and Michelle at the same time, but my friendship with Jen was toxic. Jen would have said her and I were best friends, and this was the type who would have put me in the uncomfortable position of picking between her and Michelle. I hate that. If you're gonna make me pick,
I'll never.
well, there
pick
is
you.
no pick.
I'll never pick you.
Well, you're always my best friend, so
Oh. I've never had anybody put me in a position like that.
it's just weird. Like, you were always my best friend. I know that I wasn't always your best friend, but you were always my best friend.
No, I don't think that's true though. Here's the thing. I've always said, I have a very small handful of friends. Mm-hmm. I don't have a lot of friends. I can count on one hand, and I'm close with all of them. Period. I don't really talk to anybody other than those people. Mm-hmm. You know who they are.
I know what they did.
And that's it. I've had people come in and out, but usually they're like coworkers and stuff. And I say that, and I don't.
You don't mean
want
anything
anyone-
by that.
Right. No.
They're friends, but they're... I know what you mean. But I don't. I do, but I don't. Only because, like, if I'm friends with you, I'm freaking all in.
Right.
And if you're not all in, then we can't be friends.
Right.
Is that weird? And I don't mean anything by it, guys, if you want to be friends with me. And, like, you're not... It's not like I'm going to be like, oh, you're not all in. So, I mean, like, it's a loyalty thing.
Right.
Does that make sense? Not even that. It's like, loyalty isn't the right word. Not like a loyalty card. Like, it's not that. It's more like, well, the reason why I said loyalty is that I had a hard time with people that I would be all in with, but then they would meet other people that didn't like me, and they would be okay with those people talking about me and being mean to me, but they still wanted to be friends
Like
with me.
high school?
Yeah. Well, even outside of high school.
Like airport?
Yeah.
There were a lot of bitches at the airport.
And-
I have to say.
They would just not like me just because. There was no reason.
There would be no
They
reason.
would like, oh, I don't like her. Then we'd end up being friends later, but
Right. But
whatever. We
in
weren't
my
like,
opinion, they should cut
yeah.
off.
But you know what I mean. A lot in high school. It happened a lot in high school.
And that's high school.
Right. But
That's high
like,
school.
we're
High
grown.
school sucks. But then it didn't suck because I loved high school. But
I loved high school too, but like, there were some mean people. But anyway, I get it. Sorry about that tangent there, but I get that.
I like how you tangent.
Oh, we need that t-shirt, by the way.
I know.
We gotta get that going. We're gonna get that. You guys, I'm gonna wear it. I wear that all the time. I like the way you tangent.
We should write a song about it.
We should. Kind of like a forever friends.
That's what we are.
Forever.
Friends forever and always.
Amen.
We can like
Medicate?
No, we can write and like self-produce and record
A rap?
an album. And we can do videos like Jan Terry.
Who's that?
You know who Jan Terry is.
I
Jan
do.
Terry, you know what you did.
Nope, I don't.
You're a living legend.
I don't know who that is.
Yes, you do.
No.
Yeah, you have to.
Oh, wait. Is it the guy from Vine?
No.
The one that would yell at the squirrels?
No.
The ducks?
Oh, no. Oh, I love him, though.
He was funny.
He was funny.
What happened to Vine? I love Vine. I should get back to Amy's story.
I miss Vine. After Amy's story, you're going to see who Jan Terry is.
Okay. All right. So best friends, and was the type who would put me in the uncomfortable position of picking between her and Michelle. She never actually did, but if she had, I would have picked Michelle over her any day. There was something so different about my relationship with her and my relationship with Michelle. With Jen, it was very one-sided, and I never felt like that with Michelle. With Michelle, I never had to pretend. So let's go back to the beginning. When people ask how we met, we get to tell them it was because of New Kids on the Block. We worked together at a grocery store, but didn't know each other until one of us said to another, "So, I heard you like New Kids." I forgot who approached who, but maybe Michelle knows. Yes, she does. You know what you did. But it all started from there. It didn't hurt that around the same time, Paul Wahlberg... What? You guys, listen. But it all started from there. It didn't hurt that around that same time, Paul Wahlberg was a chef at a nearby restaurant and used to buy food at our store. So we got to share the experiences of hiding in the bakery to spy on him and see what he bought, French bread, and trying to act cool when he checked out at a register. What's going on,
so
Paul?
cool.
Bertie would have been so excited.
Oh, yes, he would have taken a selfie if they were around back then.
Yep. He would have gotten that instant camera.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even think they had that back then. Well, 93. Yep, they did. I used to take pictures all the time, bring them up to 1 hour photo and have Little Caesars pizza.
That's
with
right.
Corey.
That's right.
But I fully believe that if New Kids hadn't been around back then, or if we weren't fans, gasp, that we still would be friends. Best friends, because we have so much in common and have such similar personalities. Who else can you text to tell your poop look like a meatball sub?
Oh, my God.
My poop looks like a meatball sub. Oh, that's funny. It's a friend thing.
Like, yes. Yes.
Who's cooking? Who's making egg salad sandwiches? Stop. Oh, throughout the years, we've shared so many life experiences, ups and downs. We did lose touch twice in the mid-90s and once again in the late 2000s. But Facebook brought us back together, and it was like no time had passed. New Kids were already back together, so we still had that in common. But what I love about our friendship is that our adventures and conversations do not always revolve around NKOTB. We go out to eat. We love to cook. I can't wait to experience that.
What,
Michelle
they're
said
cooking?
that she would cook for us.
I'm excited. I wish it was going to be, like, warmer.
I don't care. It's going to be fun
It's
just
gonna
for
be
all
fun.
of us to be together.
Absolutely. And
We're gonna have a sleepover party. I'm so excited.
I know.
Guess what I got?
Oh, yeah.
I got the board game.
That's right.
I just want to play the New Kids on the Block board game.
Yep.
And our listeners can be there too, because I'm going to be recording the whole weekend.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
We'll do a lot of Facebook Lives.
That'll be fun.
You guys can, like, get in your PJs and get your New Kids on the Block sleeping bags, because I'm going to bring mine. And... And we could, like, have a sleepover together virtually. Well, we have a sleepover.
That's fun.
My God, I love you guys. Remember when I said to you that one time, I wish we could have sleepover parties again?
Yes.
Wish granted.
Long live Jumbie.
Oh, crap. I was in her wedding, and finally this past year, there was a new milestone. Our families went on vacation together. Our husbands even get along and have much in common. We've shared weddings, graduations, dance recitals, holidays, and more. Just going for a ride in the car to drop her daughter off at college is an adventure. I've even been with her when she wrecked the rental car. Oh no.
Ooh.
Her dog bit me in the stomach and I didn't even care. LOL. What? Oh crap. That, ouch. I didn't even care. LOL. Things like that have been known to tear apart friendships and families, but not ours. Totally joking, but I don't think there's any hurdle I wouldn't cross to save our friendship if we had a falling out. That's what it's all about, really.
That is what it's all about.
It truly is. It's all about open communication.
Yep.
As I said in the beginning, I don't need to pretend around her. Our friendship's so real, and it's the kind of friendship where I could walk into a room naked in front of her and not feel awkward. I'm going to be honest with you. Well, I always change in front of you.
Yes,
and I'm like, sorry,
have.
Brooke. But when I did that in my dream in front of Joe, he was not impressed.
He was pissed.
He was so pissed at me in my dream.
What are you doing?
Excuse me. But you would never say that.
No, it's just like normal.
You'd be like, oh, there's Nikki's butt.
Dropping her drawers again.
Yeah. Sometimes I stand in my underwear and I just talk to you and you're like,
But you don't stand around like extended.
no, I don't think you've ever said that to me. I think maybe Darcy has said, could you please put some clothes on?
Maybe.
But she's still the same. It's still the same. Like,
Right.
Everybody just knows. Everybody, warning, girls staying at the condo.
Nikki likes to just stand around her drawers.
Drop my drawers.
Yeah. You should find that Fairfax Street video.
Oh, shit, no. That was awful.
That would be the place to watch it.
No, I will not watch that video. Brooke Elizabeth, no.
No one would judge you. They don't even know these people.
No one would judge me?
Yeah.
Why are you whispering?
Because I think it's a great idea.
Oh,
I really
God.
want to watch it. They don't care.
Oh, maybe I'll put it on DVD and we'll think about it.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay, I'll think about it while you're gone.
Because that would be so
Maybe I'll
fun.
use next Friday night to burn videotapes to DVD.
We should watch those.
Well, you and I should watch them, but I don't know. I think if the girls watched it, they'd be like, what the? Remember when Robbie took the camera? Those cats don't like Backstreet Boys either. Do you remember? Brooke is silent laughing, you guys. You can never hear her laugh. She silent laughs. No, she's
Remember
like,
the Jello jigglers?
no.
The Jello eggs.
Oh, gross.
Remember when he came in and Darcy was in bed with me? But we were.
And you had that turtle in your corner.
I did. What was his name?
Herbie.
Herb.
Herb.
Yep. I was turtle sitting.
Yep.
And Robbie came in and I think he threw a Jello jiggler at us.
I think he did.
We were,
Those cats don't like Backstreet Boys either.
And it wasn't even Backstreet Boys.
It was in sync.
Anyway.
All right. Sorry, Amy. I love the way you tangent. As I said at the beginning, I don't need to pretend around her. Our friendship is so real, the kind of friendship where I could walk into a room naked in front of her and not feel awkward. I can text her late at night and know her phone is on. She won't mind. And so we have the same thing. And I never mind if she does the same to me. We wake up in the morning and send pictures of her morning hair or pictures of tissues hanging on our nose when we have a cold. Our pictures are titled, Guess Where I Am? When the answer is sitting on the toilet. This is fantastic. She gets me to try new foods like goat cheese. I'm not sure I would try that. She books hotels for us without asking if I care about the price or where we're staying because she knows I trust her judgment and I won't care. They're staying at our hotel in Miami, by the way.
I know.
Like almost everybody is.
I know.
Hells yes, it's gonna be a party.
I'm so excited.
Party in our room.
Yep.
Or somebody else's.
We can go to the bar.
Can I tell you one thing that I want to bring on our first girls' weekend?
What's that?
I'm bringing stuff to make those cocaine ladies.
Yes.
How you doing? You guys want cocaine? There's no cocaine in a cocaine's ladies. Wait, there's no cocaine in a cocaine lady, just to let you know.
In a cocaine's ladies.
No, it's Coke. A cola. Okay. I could go on and on about the silly side of our friendship, but I'd like to offer another on a serious note. There isn't a thing in the world that I don't feel like I'm going to cry. I can feel it right now.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'm ready. I'm going to do this. There isn't a thing in the world that I don't feel like I can tell her. No feeling or emotion or sentiment that is off limits to our friendship. We've laughed, cried, been mad at each other, and let each other know that, and our friendship has survived to tell about it. She has seen me at my worst. She knows that I haven't exactly had the best marriage, and she knows about my struggles with infertility. How bitter I can be as much as I try to hide it. And what she doesn't know is that having her in my life, oh God, I can't. That? No. I can't. You have to read it.
You can't read it?
I can't. I can't. I just started to read ahead and I can't. Oh God. Okay, hold on. Whew. I think I can.
You can? Okay.
Yeah. Amy, you got me. Okay. What she doesn't know is that having her in my life is part of what keeps me sane. I don't have a large circle of family or friends to talk to. It's basically my mom, dad, my brother and his wife, my niece, and my husband. I have work friends and friends my husband and I hang out with socially, but no females that I feel close enough to share the more personal details. So hopefully it doesn't sound creepy to say Michelle and her friendship are pretty all-encompassing to my life. It doesn't sound creepy at all, Amy.
No.
If something is exciting, I want to tell her. If I'm sad or mad, I want to tell her because she will either comfort me or say something dopey to make me laugh. We know each other well enough that we know which direction a conversation... Oh, shit.
After I've told her things I can't even tell my mother.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So hopefully it doesn't sound creepy to say that Michelle and her friendship are pretty all-encompassing to my life. I've told her things I can't even tell my mother, and she knows how close my mom and I are. If something is exciting, I want to tell her. If I'm sad or mad, I want to tell her because she will either comfort me or say something dopey to make me laugh. We know each other well enough that we know which direction a conversation should take if the other needs comfort or needs a good laugh. Sometimes she says I complain too much, but when I gripe, I don't think of it as complaining. I think of it as me sharing an aspect or detail of what is going on in my life at the moment. She offers so much to the friendship with her love, compassion, kindness, wisdom, and opinions, and to say that I don't know what I'd do without her is an understatement. I'd be lost, devastated, broken, a hole and a void bigger than the black hole. But no worries, I trust our friendship isn't going anywhere because it's solid. There's friends, and then there's best friends. And that's Michelle, the epitome of what a best friend means. I love you, Michelle. I love you, Brooke.
I love you, Nikki. And I love these pictures.
I love you, Michelle and Amy.
You are so cool. And I love your pictures.
Amazing. I love it.
Whoops. Is this the vacation you went on last year?
Hey,
I
saw those two at Fenway.
Hey.
I love you guys. I love you guys. I'm so happy that...
I know.
And that you took that video for me of Joe singing to me. And that Amy said, "Get out of the way, get out of the way."
Look at that picture right there.
we're on the same picture.
That's a nice picture.
Hey, how you doing, Jordan Knight?
Hey, Jordan.
Where is this picture taken? I think this is mixtape.
Hey, Donnie.
Donnie, can you hear me? This is fantastic.
These are so great.
I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So you guys got to go on the website. There will be a link. If you're listening on iTunes, there's a link to it. How you doing, Jordan Knight? Wait, wasn't that just taken? Wasn't that picture just taken?
Yeah, it was.
No, that was from the last Dancing
it was?
with Hope. Yeah.
It wasn't from this one?
No. All right.
I love it.
You ready to read Madeline's friendship story?
I'm ready.
You go for it, girl.
Get in shape, girl.
You get in shape, girl. You get that ribbon out. You get in shape, girl.
You put on those leg warmers.
You do it. You do those aerobics. You know what you did. How you doing?
Heck yeah.
You grab that little circular. You do the little circle twist with the ribbons.
Twist.
Maybe that's what I should do. Ribbon aerobics.
Yes.
Cruise control ribbon aerobics. Can we do it? I think we can.
This is Madeline's friendship story.
Yeah, let's
do this.
This is Madeline's friendship story.
I'm Madeline at Maddie_75 on Twitter.
Hey.
And you had requested our friendship story, and here
did.
it is.
You know what you did.
Please let me know if this will be read on the podcast. Thanks for asking about it.
It's going to be read on the podcast.
Hey, now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
So, Maddie says, I suppose our story is no different from that of many blockheads that have met because of our love of the New Kids on the Block, but I feel like ours is special. The guys had announced the package tour. I was laid off from my job and was stressing about how I was going to afford to go. I'd become accustomed to being in the front row. I know, spoiled, LOL.
Hey, I get it. It's okay.
And I just didn't know how I was going to swing it, much less go at all. I drove myself crazy searching for tickets and agonizing seeing first row seats disappear in front of my eyes. I had my eyes on a certain section at the tip, and we all know what the tip is.
I do not know what the tip is.
LOL.
What's the tip?
I have no idea.
Tell me about the tip. What tip?
I was at my mom's house, and she graciously purchased 2 front row seats for me as an early birthday gift. Thank you, Mom. I don't know that my mom would do that for me. That was very nice of your mom.
Oh, my mom would definitely... First of all, my mom would have no clue how to do that. And she just... No.
The last 2 of 6 front row seats left. All the while, I'd been tweeting about the ordeal when a mutual friend, at Jen Puffer, said that her friend was looking for tickets. That is when she connected me with Kara, at myloveis4D_dub. We began talking...
I wonder what kind of fan you are.
Curious.
Are you a Donnie fan? Because I think you are.
We began talking, and come to find out, she was in the same boat as me, laid off from her job and wanting to be in the front row. As we were talking, she told me she had purchased 2 seats front row, and when I asked her where they were, right next to mine, and she had purchased them out of the same desperation to be in the front row with the time running out. So we were set to finally meet at our show. Without knowing her, we already had so much in common. Laid off, front row snobs. LOL.
I need to know what the tip is. Now I need to know. Like, I need to know right now.
Someone's going to tell us.
Please tell me what the tip is.
Why don't you ask them?
What's the tip?
Yeah.
Ask who?
Slack.
Oh, want me to ask him right now?
I bet you know who I bet knows?
I bet that if Kelly doesn't know, she's going to know.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm typing. This is my keyboard. Hey, guys. What is the tip? I should be more specific. When it comes to seats. And now we wait. We have a special chat with our other admins.
Yes, we do.
Our admins aren't just like admins for Facebook group. They like do a lot more stuff.
Right.
A lot of stuff.
That's right.
We have some new admins that are going to be joining soon.
That's right.
Very excited.
All right. I'm going to continue on.
Okay.
And we're going to find out what the tip is.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be too long.
I don't think so either.
All right. So, where was I? Okay. We began talking on Twitter, and the conversation was so easy. We share the same sarcastic sense of humor. We are both around the same age. We're both married with 2 children each. We love the same TV shows, movies, and music, and we're both Johnny girls. The day finally came, and it was concert time, and I was going to finally meet Kara. Could be Kara, but I'm reading it as Kara.
I'm going to read it as Kara.
I got to my seat, and we met, and for me, it was like meeting a long-lost friend. Not at all the typical first meeting awkwardness. We both enjoyed the concert, and were totally engrossed in our guys. It was about 100 degrees in Chicago at the time, and seemed hotter inside. After the show, we were so exhausted we just went home. We lived about an hour and a half from each other, but talked often. We both struggled to find work. Several months after the show, I found work with my former employer. There was a location near Kara's home, so I referred her, and she was hired. So we were now working at the same company. That's cool.
That's awesome.
My daughter was getting ready to enter high school, and we were looking to move for better schools. We joked about me moving to her town. As my husband and I were searching, we did look at her town, and it looked like a great place to live, and the schools were great. So my husband and I started searching for a place to live and found a great house in a quiet subdivision. I was going to transfer to the office Kara was working in and move my family. I signed the lease on our place and prepared to move. When I spoke to Kara to tell her we were moving to town, she asked me where at, and as fate would have it, and with no knowledge of where she lived, we were set to move 1 block away from her home.
Are you serious?
That's crazy.
That's amazing.
That is, like,
that's so cool.
It really is. Since that time, we've shared so much. Our ups and downs, concerts, Blondie signings, touring college campuses with our daughters, and so much more. She is like a sister to me, and it's hard to imagine my life before she was in it. I'm so thankful for the New Kids for bringing this person into my life, and I'll forever be grateful.
That was a fantastic
That was a great story.
I loved it. Thank you for sharing it.
That's so neat. Like, You didn't even know.
Friends.
That's what they are.
One block away,
Didn't even know.
but they're still forever friends.
Amen.
Amen. All right, so I'm going to read Christian and Jenny, my best friend / thankful for Joey. I'm thankful for Joey. How you doing, Joey?
Hashtag thankful.
For Joey.
The number 4, Joey.
Yes. All right. I've been hearing a lot of stories of friendship recently, so let me begin by introducing you to my high school best friend, Jennifer Metz. Yep, another Jenny. I've met so many Jennies, and I love them all.
There's a lot of Jennies.
I love every Jenny I
Cheers
meet.
to Jennies.
Cheers, Jennies. I met a lot of Jennies. I have a lot of friends named Jenny now. So now, Kevin, when I talk about Jenny,
Yeah.
I have to tell him Jenny OG, which is Jenny, OG CoverGirl. So I call her Jenny OG.
Yeah.
And then I call the other Jenny Dawn Jenny.
Dwan Jenny.
Yes. Because he's like, I don't know who you're talking about. And then if it's Jenny McCarthy, I say Donnie and Jenny.
Right.
So there we go. Not that Jenny McCarthy texts me or anything like that.
So I was talking to Jenny, Johnny and Jenny.
Yeah, she just texted me. It'd be cool if she did. Could you imagine? I just got a text from Jenny McCarthy.
I want to be friends with her.
We're friends.
We'd be friends.
I'd love to be friends with Jenny McCarthy.
Like seriously, I bet she would.
But all things aside, we would feel this way even if it wasn't a Donnie Jenny part. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, we loved Jenny McCarthy.
She would be
We
the
still
type of
love her.
friend to text you and be like, "My poop looks like a meatball sub."
She would.
That would
love
be
it.
her.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it. Loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it.
That's a song
It is.
that you made up.
Isn't it a real song?
It sounds like a Fraggle song or something.
I thought it was a real song.
What happened to your voice?
Oh, Brookie made me laugh, and I can't. Brooke silent laughs, and it sounds like I'm the one that's only laughing always. Oh, now I'm crying. Okay. I've been hearing a lot. Okay, so we already talked about that. Yep, another Jenny. I feel I should mention up front that she is no longer with us. Oh, but before you get sad, let me share some beautiful memories. Okay. All right, I'm not
celebrating the friendship.
gonna be sad. Probably I am, but I'm gonna try not to. Oh my God, I just read.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Christian. We are meant to also be forever friends. Because you are going to talk about something very near and dear to my heart right now. Our friendship began to grow sometime in 1989. We discovered we both had a slight obsession with the movie Elvis and Me. Can we just talk about that, please? You know how much I love that movie.
Yeah.
How much I absolutely love that movie.
Yeah.
The Stuff That Dreams Are Made Of, indeed, has the guy from Pet Sematary in it, who plays Elvis.
Yes, it does.
I love him. I love that movie. I love everything about Elvis.
He's a good-looking guy.
He sure is. You wouldn't kick him out of bed for eating crackers. No ways. No hows.
Nope.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Even deeper growing love for these 5 boys from the Beantown. New Kids on the Block. Or should I read that? New Kids on the Block!
Yeah, like that.
She's my favorite. You know what that's from.
Yeah.
And introducing the New Kids on the Block. Right off the bat, she was a Joey girl fanatic. I was, of course, a Donnie girl from day one. We spent countless hours dancing, singing, watching videos, memorizing every word and every step to the New Kids albums, hanging posters in our rooms, recording every scrap of coverage on TV we could. One summer, Jenny's aunt took her to Boston, and they drove all around to see the New Kids' houses, old and new, and of course, she brought me back a menu from High Five Pizza. Now, that is a real, true friend.
Absolutely.
That is amazing. I actually can't remember what or why that was a thing, but I guess it was. Well, it was a thing, I guess, because that was their hangout spot.
That's right. C-Pics.
Yes. We shared a locker in school and were known for having this fanatical love for New Kids on the Block and had posters all over it. We began referring to ourselves as Miss McIntyre and Mrs. McIntyre and Mrs. Wahlberg.
They got married.
We began referencing. Why do I keep saying reference?
No.
We began referring to ourselves as Mrs. McIntyre and Mrs. Wahlberg, and clearly the postman had no problems delivering our mail. See postcards. Jenny even went as far as to change her name on our junior year of high school to Jennifer McIntyre in the yearbook. I'm jealous about that.
That's amazing.
Freaking awesome.
That really is.
That is friggin' awesome. Pick to come. I still haven't seen it, but you gotta send it. We even managed to pass our crazy love to my 4 younger sisters too. Though my baby sister has no memory of that time, I love to remind her how she boogied right along with us and enjoyed these mornings of New Kids cartoons with her big sis.
Oh.
But after several years of squeals and new albums and camping out for tickets and concerts, and even my own magical stage moment, story to come, I'm waiting. I think actually she sent it. And out of this world love for our boys, we were graduating high school, and as much as we were wanting to more of them, I think the next year the New Kids broke up. We both ended up working in the same company after high school and sadly began packing up our dolls and buttons and posters as we slowly crawled into adulthood. I feel you, man.
Yeah.
I remember doing that with those marionettes.
Packing them up.
Putting them into sand. It's been real. It's been real in sync. I'm putting you into totes. Justin Timberlake is not getting back with an NSYNC guys.
We're going to save you for a rainy day.
So glad I did. But then there was a new thing happening in the mid-90s, and one night after stopping by Jenny's parents' house for a visit, she showed me the disc that started to change the world. AOL. How
That's
you
exciting.
doing? Friggin' AOL was the best.
Yeah, it was.
You're hearing that dial-up connection sound now. I'm going to put it right here.
Right there.
Right here. Should I say it too? Eerong kadong gong gong dong. You've got mail. She showed me how to log in, how to navigate the chat rooms and the AIM messaging and friends list. The works. I eventually ended up creating my own screen name on my mom's account, and the World Wide Web was mine to explore. I remember that feeling. I remember feeling like I loved everything about the internet. And guess what? That is what I do now. I am a true webmaster. Can I call myself a webmaster now?
I am the webmaster.
I am the master of the World Wide Web. One night, Jenny called me and said she began chatting with someone on Joey something screen name and told me to get on and go into a chat room she was in with Joey. So we began chatting with this Joey screen name. After a while, I found out it was a woman who worked for him. I don't remember how that info came about, but after that, we began to have an online friendship that went beyond being an awesome Joey connection. She was a sweet woman and said hi every time I logged on. I think at this time Joe was doing a lot with his solo career and a new album out too. I'd always been careful not to ask things that might be invasive to his privacy, but sometime in 1999 I did ask if she thought that Joe would maybe sign something that she could send me. I wanted something to give Jenny for her 24th birthday in November. A few weeks later, lo and behold, she had mailed me a huge poster signed to Jenny from Joe and a copy of his first solo album, Stay the Same. I was beside myself, thankful and so excited to get to Jenny's apartment that night. I baked her a cake and took it over that evening, and she was in awe. She couldn't believe he had signed something to her. It was truly an amazing birthday in memory. This is sad. Sadly, she passed away the next year on August 16th, the day Elvis died of 2000 after a tragic car accident in Tennessee. She was on her way to Graceland for another visit. I don't know how many times she'd been, but I was jealous, and I still hadn't made it. I still haven't made it, heavy sigh. After the accident, we were told she was taken to the hospital where Elvis was also taken when he passed, and she passed away in the wing that was named after him. If there can be any reason to smile after losing a friend, it was there in those seemingly small, insignificant facts surrounding her passing that those of us who knew just how big of an Elvis fan she was also, we got it, and we couldn't help but smile. It definitely is an understatement to say she had the biggest heart and the biggest smile and the biggest laugh of anyone I'd ever met, and she was truly loved by everyone whose path she came across. I would have loved Jenny.
Yes, you would have.
She loved Elvis and Joey.
Yep.
We would have been BFFs.
Absolutely.
Forever friends. Wow. I think it was a year or so after her passing, I must have shared the news with my online Joey friend. And in the mail shortly after came another gift. It was Joe's latest CD, Meet Joe Mac, and this time autographed to me. It simply said, "Christian, peace to you. Love, Joe McIntyre." It was the sweetest gesture, and I'm sure I cried and smiled at the same time. I was extremely thankful. It made me realize, looking back at Joe's generosity and at the time, and the time that he took was more than just a scribbled message on a poster and a CD. She gave me a memory that will last a lifetime of truly amazing birthday that I got to spend with my best friend one more time with our NKOTB love rekindled. That's a priceless, cherished memory. Joe, if you're listening, from the bottom of my heart, I sincerely and humbly thank you. Jenny Jo. I was extremely blessed to have her friendship for a wonderful 10 years, though it seems like it was so much longer. Till we meet again, my sweet friend. Hashtag love eternal. Hashtag for Jenny. Hashtag take no one and nothing for granted. These are so like, whew. I'm emotionally, whew. Oh, thank you for sharing that.
I'm looking through her pictures and the postcards are so cute.
These pictures are amazing.
Grad night, 93.
Wow.
That is a 1993
That surely is.
group of gals right there.
At Disney. They were at Pleasure Island, I bet.
Oh.
Was that around then?
Pleasure Island was, yeah. That's so cool.
So cool. That is some 1993 if I didn't know it right there.
Really.
That is some 1993 awesomeness.
Come on now. Well, which one's Jenny?
That's her. The tall one. Did she play basketball?
Like your hair is your hair is similar, and like your forehead.
My foreheads are similar, and we're like our stature is kind of similar.
That's so funny.
I know it's weird that I just said we kind of look alike, but I mean, just
but you do.
Like I looked at what she was wearing, and I would have probably worn that in 1993.
Yep, probably. Oh my gosh!
And her hair, look at her hair. Her hair is like mine was.
No,
in
her
93.
hair is just like yours.
That's kind of crazy.
I know.
And she loved Elvis, and she loved Joey.
Yep.
I've been to Graceland.
Yeah. You've been
once.
A couple times.
Well, I went once for like, they had like, maybe not meditation time, maybe the meditation garden was open.
Oh.
And you could go and like see his grave.
Oh, okay.
And he had like a pool, they have like a pool, and so we went, and then we did the like VIP tour. But Graceland is worth the trip to Memphis.
Yeah. I'd like to go someday.
And they have they have like the whole new experience. Like they have the whole new
I
resort.
would sleep there.
At Graceland?
Yeah, I would like to
can't.
sleep there.
The upstairs is you can't go up there.
I wish I could. Maybe I could just be like, hey, can you make an exception? Can we do a podcast here?
They would say no. They don't allow anybody up there.
Does anybody live there now?
No.
It's just like a
And it's like
frozen in time.
You cannot go upstairs. Like I'm sure like famous people, like I think Nicolas Cage has been up there.
Nicolas Cage, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He's eccentric.
Right. He's been there. Like
He'd get up there
there's been
somehow.
people that have been up there. But like it's
They don't do tours up there.
no.
So what do you see when you go?
So when you go, like
Do you see his bedroom?
no, that's upstairs.
That's what I thought.
But you see his mom's bedroom.
Oh.
I should show you my pictures. I have pictures. I have the whole.
Huh.
So the really cool thing is when you go, if you can go when it's Christmas, like he keeps the Christmas stuff up until his birthday, which is January something.
Okay.
So they keep the Christmas decorations up quite a while.
And you want to see the Christmas
You
decorations.
do, because
Okay.
when you go in, like the very first room you see to the right is like it's all white. It's like they do all. It's beautiful. There's a piano. It's
Is it like
gorgeous.
the original, like how the Christmas decorations were
Yes.
back then?
Yes, it's gorgeous.
That's kind of neat.
It's gorgeous, and like then we went. So we went all up. We went on that first level, and then there's his mom's room, and then we went downstairs, and that's not the jungle room. We went downstairs to like the billiards room, like maybe that is the jungle room. No, the jungle room was kind of like up the stairs. There's all kinds of different rooms. I can't remember what the downstairs room was called.
Huh. So that's cool.
Yeah.
So up next,
Yes.
we have Jenny and Rod.
This is a friendship love story.
This is. And you guys,
You guys.
after this, like after you hear this, or like while you're listening,
Go look at the pictures.
go look at the pictures.
And videos.
Yeah. Okay. So this is Jenny Loves Roddy. Mm-hmm. You ready?
I'm ready.
My new kid story starts with the year I got the pink Sony Walkman for Christmas.
What? There was a pink Sony Walkman? What are you talking about?
I didn't know that. I thought there was just the yellow ones.
I always had the yellow one. I would want a pink one.
I would want a pink one.
Was it the sport one?
Because that's cool. I was about 7 or 8. Some memories from childhood are a blur, such as the specific year this happened. It had to be 88 or 89. But I clearly remember my mom taking my sister and I, who was 1.5 years older, to Kmart for us to each pick out a tape for the Walkman. My sister is an old soul and went directly to the Beach Boys. I hadn't heard any of their songs yet, but I was instantly gravitated towards the New Kids on the Block tape, thanks to cute little Joey Joe on the cover.
Aw, yeah.
I thought I was so cool walking around my Walkman blasting New Kids. I would go to sleep every night listening to my tape, rewinding Popsicle and Stop It, Girl, over and over.
I said, stop it, girl. Look what you're doing to me. I said, it's just not right now, can't you see? This ain't the way it's supposed to be. I should be loving you, and you loving me. Do you like that?
When I was in about 2nd grade, New Kids had really blown up to where we were even watching the Hangin' Tough VHS in the auditorium at
Wait,
lunchtime.
why? I want to go to your school. What
That's
the hell?
amazing. That is so cool. We grew up with a single mom who did her best to make sure we had as much as she could give us. And for my birthday that year, my mom went all out and bought me all the stuff. The sheets, curtains, decals for the window, lunchbox, water bottle, fanny pack. I even had a door-sized poster of Joy McIntyre.
What?
Unfortunately for my sister, we shared a room and had bunk beds. So guess who had the bedding too?
Oh, no.
When I was in 3rd grade, my friend had these dangly pink heart earrings with Joe's face in them.
Jealous.
I had to have them. She would let me wear them during the day at school, but by 4th grade I had my own pair. Since I was so young, I didn't go to concerts or anything, but I was okay with that because I didn't even really understand it then.
Yeah, that's relatable, but I still want to go.
Yeah. I honestly don't even remember the breakup. I remember when I got concert tickets.
To New Kids on the Block?
Yes.
Did you shit your pants?
I did. It was for my birthday.
Jealous.
And I opened them up, and it was like surreal. Like,
is this really happening?
is this real life?
What?
Really, is this really happening right now? Because I couldn't, at that age, I didn't understand what it really meant.
No.
I quickly understood when I got there.
Oh, hey.
I was overwhelmed. I honestly don't even remember the breakup. Fast forward to the reunion. 2007, 2008 was a weird time for me after going through a quarter-century crisis and then meeting Roddy. I was so consumed with life that I didn't pay much attention to what they were doing. I had heard the new music and loved it, but I didn't attend the reunion tour. In 2011, my sister brought me NKOT BSB tickets for my birthday at Izod Center in New Jersey. My birthday is May 29th, and the show was a week or two after, so it was perfect. She didn't come with me, though. Instead, I brought Roddy. He had been exposed to New Kids as a kid when his cousin used to babysit him. The show was everything I expected. This is the first time I heard my first crush, Joey McIntyre, sing Please Don't Go Girl in person, and I teared up. I remember posting on Facebook that my life was now complete. We didn't attend the package tour because if I remember correctly, we were on vacation when they were coming to our area. We went to the main event at Madison Square Garden in New York City the night Marky Mark was in the house.
Jealous.
At this point, we had never cruised. I was on the wait list for, I think, 2014 when they left from New York City. After watching Rock This Boat Season 1 and seeing main event, I said, I have to cruise. We didn't make it on 2015 either. When the 2016 cruise was announced, I told Roddy I'm going on the New Kids on the Block cruise. You can come if you want to. If not, I'll take my sister because none of my friends are into it. He said no way. Rock This Boat was on Netflix, so I made him watch it. He still said no. The morning the cruise went on sale, I called him an hour before, and I said, are you going or not? He said, F it, let's go.
Yeah!
I got our cab and impatiently waited for October. I joined all the cruise groups and did my research on what to do and what to expect. One day while watching Donnie Loves Jenny, the light bulb went off. I said, that's our door theme, Roddy Loves Jenny, and it stuck. Cruise time comes, and we don't know a soul. We met some fellow cruisers while hanging around New Orleans and got to know our cabin neighbors. We got to be part of the Guinness World Records selfie line that Donnie was doing, and it was so much fun. Donnie likes to take selfies on his phone, but I didn't know that. After a theater show, he came and walked to the aisle where we were sitting and was taking selfies with people. He came up to me, so I put my phone up He came up to me, so I put my phone up to take the photo, and he yelled, "No, look at my phone." That's how my dumb R is in the photo below. We had never done VIP for the concert, so photo op day was the best day so far, when I got to hug and stand next to Joey McIntyre. Fast forward to GPS night. Donnie calls the husbands on stage, so I tell Rod to get up there, not knowing he was about to twerk up a storm on that stage. See photo/video.
Yeah.
We left this cruise with great memories and so many new friends. Once you cruise, you will never want to miss another event again.
I can't wait.
A month after the cruise, we went to the Today Show in the pouring rain when the Total Package tour was announced. Donnie is such a gem. He's the only new kid that came out in the rain and took a selfie with every person out there. When tickets went on sale, as Rod would tell you, I lost my shit. I got our first bar stools for Brooklyn, pit tickets for New Jersey, and turf tickets for Fenway. We also went back to the Today Show when they performed outside, and Rod got the best photo with Donnie. When it was time for our Brooklyn show, we were ready with our matching pink glitter shirts. Of course, Rod's the Donnie girl. My group was the first to go on stage for the photo. I was so nervous to go first, but I had to since Joe was at the end.
Hey. I know how that felt, Jenny. I know how that felt. Your knees got a little weak, and you were like, what the hell's going on?
While going down the line, someone was on the phone, so I didn't get to interact, but then got to Jordan and John, and they were the best. Jordan told me he loved my shirt and the sneakers I was wearing, and John said I smelled good.
Oh, hey.
Hey, John.
How you doing, John?
I get to Joe and forget how to speak.
Nah.
When it's over, I start walking away and realize Roddy isn't there. I turn around and him and Donnie are taking selfies together. I freaked out from excitement. It made me completely forget that a certain guy was on his phone when it was my turn. Cue Rod's story for how those selfies happened.
Oh.
Our next show was Pitt in New Jersey. This time, Rod was wearing his blue glitter Coverboy t-shirt. Donnie spotted him and shouted out Coverboy during the Covergirl performance. At this show, Rod was in his own world, dancing all over the pit from one side to another. During Hangin' Tough, I knew it was almost over and was looking for him. I turned around only to see Donnie leaning down trying to pull Rod up on the stage. It was one of those moments where you press record, but then weren't sure if you did, so you press it again only to stop it. But I was able to catch the moment. Donnie and Roddy on stage together during the concert in front of all those people. I was such a fangirl. Not for Donnie, but for my then boyfriend. You can hear me scream, "That's my boyfriend!" in the video. That's cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
Fenway was amazing. We had great seats and saw so many friends. Donnie spotted Rod in his Donnie Girl shirt and pointed at him, gave that man signal, the what's up nod. Girls recognized Rod's Donnie Girl shirt, and we kept losing him because they kept stopping him for selfies. Now we just sit and wait for the 2017 cruise to come. This cruise surpassed the first. We got reunited with so many friends and made so many new ones. We got some great photos of the guys. Rod got in the conga line with Donnie, and we partied our butts off every night. GPS rolls around, and by this time, Rod's bad ankle is giving him trouble, so he sits this one out and hung by the bar. When it came time for him to call up the husbands, I was calling for Rod to go, but he didn't. Donnie was even looking for him, saying, "Where's my Coverboy husband?"
Oh.
Towards the end of the night, I see Donnie motioning to someone behind me and talking, only to realize he's talking to Rod. When GPS was over, he told Rod to come with him upstairs where the guy's friends and family are. He told us to go wait in the hall by his room. When Donnie came down, he took us to his room. Of course, we waited outside, and a few minutes later, comes back out with a hat that he signed and gave to Rod.
Oh.
I found out then that's what they were talking during the party. Rod told him he wanted his hat, and Donnie delivered. See video. One night, I had a random dream that I was in a room with Donnie, and he was hugging me and said my name. It felt so real that I had to tell Rod as soon as I woke up. About a month after the cruise, we went to Blondie's signing to see Jenny in New York. And guess who showed up? You guessed it, Donnie. When we walked in the room, he saw Rod and said, "That's the best Donnie girl right there." We had an amazing experience. Jenny makes you feel like you're the only person in the room. When we were leaving, I went to hug Donnie and said bye, thank you. And he said, "Bye, Jenny."
What?
Yeah.
What?
That's crazy.
What?
My dream flashed in my head instantly. It just happened. Donnie said my name.
That's freaking amazing.
That is amazing.
Oh my god. Give me look. Look at my hair.
She's got goosebumps.
I got goosebumps, Jenny. Oh my god.
You got chicken skin.
What? What?
That is crazy.
Look at that. I just like when it said that, I was like, oh.
I never would have imagined that I would have these experiences with these guys that I loved as a little girl. Plus, I get to share it with Rod. If I had cruised earlier or maybe had gone with my sister instead, I might not have had all these great memories and I might not have had all these great experiences and memories. It was meant to happen this way at this time in my life. I hope you enjoy both of our stories. I can't wait to see you guys on the cruise. We're getting married 10, 14, 18, so be prepared to celebrate our honeymoon on that hot damn ship. That's so
They're getting
exciting.
married. They're getting married right before the cruise.
Like a few days before the cruise.
This is so exciting. I love them. I love them.
I love these pictures.
I love everything. I love this picture of Donnie pointing. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
They're so cute.
This is amazing.
I love
is
his Johnny
amazing.
Girl shirt.
All right, should I read Rod's story?
Yep.
Here we go. I'm going to read Rod's story now. Rod's story. Hello, ladies. As I pour myself a glass of wine to start winding down for the night, I felt I wanted to share my new kid's story. I apologize in advance for it being so long. Don't apologize. Don't apologize at all. Growing up as a kid, my older cousin would watch me until my parents got home from work. She was obsessed with the new kids. She had all of their stuff, the dolls, the bed sheets, the posters, the baseball cards, and was always listening to them. Her and her friends would make me do all of the dance moves, and I hated it. Fast forward to 2011. NKOT BSB were on tour, and we got to see them at the Izod Center in New Jersey. Jenny was beyond excited. It only took 2 songs before all the dance moves started coming back. I was dancing like a weirdo, but I didn't care because Jenny never got to see the new kids when she was younger, and she was having a blast. We got to see them again in 2015 at the main event tour in New York at Madison Square Garden. That concert was the shit. It had NKOTB, TLC, Nelly, Biz Markie. We didn't get Biz Markie, did we? I don't think so. 50 Cent? And even Marky Mark.
No, we didn't.
What? That's amazing. They even Marky Mark made a surprise appearance. I remember seeing that and I was like, hey. Come 2016 and Jen brings up going on some New Kids on the Block cruise. I'm like, what do you mean? Like a real cruise? She said, yes, like a cruise with the new kids. Nope. I love going to concerts, but that seemed like a little much. Like I'd be the only dude. It's the night before the cruise goes on sale, and she said, it's either you or my sister. Here, watch this and tell me in the morning. It was Rock This Boat. Off to bed she went, and it was just me, a 6-pack of beer, and some whiskey. I watched the entire season that night and was still on the fence about going. Plus, those European dudes seemed a little interesting, lol. Morning comes, and I was already at work when Jenny called to ask me if I was going. Something inside me said, do it. I believe my exact words were, F it, let's go. And boy, I'm glad I did. As we started watching season 2 of Rock This Boat, I kind of started to get excited for it, even though my plan was to drink and gamble all day. We arrived to New Orleans 3 days before the cruise, and I fell in love with it. The food, the drinks, and all the ghosts. What? You like the ghosts too? We are forever friends, it's what we are. We will tell our ghost stories together about New Orleans. Brooke and I have a New Orleans ghost story for you. I don't know if you've heard it yet.
We sure do.
We'll tell it to you. Maybe we can go hunt ghosts together. I don't know if I want to be a ghost hunter though. I just want to hear the stories.
Right.
I get scared.
I wouldn't want to hunt them. I don't want to hunt them.
No.
Now, actually, I probably would if I was with like a lot of people.
I don't know, I get scared.
Safety in numbers.
Yeah, but like if it was just you and I in a room,
No, like we need like.
I'd be
another
like, you
3
don't fall
people.
asleep. No, don't fall asleep.
We need another 3 people.
Brooke, are you awake? Brooke, are you awake? Brooke, are you awake?
I'd be snoring.
Yeah, and I'd be friggin' awake all night, and then
Yeah.
I'd wake up,
I'd be
and I'd be
sleeping.
like Ren and Stimpy, when Ren didn't get enough sleep that one time in that episode. Rod, I'm so excited that you said ghosts. We went to the pre-party at Mardi Gras World where they keep all the floats. It was a party. Good music, lots of people, mostly women, but I started seeing guys. I quickly made friends and asked them if they'd cruised before and what it was like. I wasn't expecting to hear, this is my 3rd cruise, this is my 6th cruise. I definitely felt better about going. Come cruise day, Jenny wouldn't shut up. She was so excited. As we pulled up to the port terminal, it was mayhem. It all started to make sense. You could feel the excitement. It was contagious. It took a few hours to get on the boat, so we had plenty of time to make friends. By the way, Maria and Kim were in line in front of us, so it was the first time we chatted with Kim. Maria and Kim, we love you. National
For reals,
treasures.
yeah.
Forever friends. Forever. Always. Amen. As soon as we got on, we found our room and started decorating the door. Jenna talked about decorating the doors, and I have to say some were super funny and really creative. Once we were done with our door, we had the safety drill and then off to the sail away party. As I walked through the sliding doors onto the Lido deck, I saw people by the thousands waiting for the guys to come out. It was a holy shit moment. The guys, I like the way you talk. The guys finally came out and the place erupted. People are crying. People are losing their shit. I will be one of those people losing my shit.
Yes. Yes, you will. What?
Nobody get video of that, please. I don't want to see it. I'll be embarrassed. I don't want anybody videoing me
There
do
will
that.
be video of that.
No, I'll be so embarrassed.
No, there will be.
It came time for the oath, which I knew nothing about. Halfway into it, I was fighting back the tears. Damn it! It's all the right words you need to hear before starting this 4-day adventure. I'm looking around, and all you see are tears of joy. People come from all over the world to share this moment with one another. It was at that moment when I realized how special this was. The second you step onto that ship, it's all about you. F everything else, F the bullshit, F work, F the stresses of life. It's all about you. You've earned this shit.
That's right.
Every night was a theme party. They start late and end late. It's nonstop drinking, dancing, and if you were lucky, you got to be part of the after party. We had so much fun each night and every night, but GPS night was the best night by far. When's the last time you partied for 9 hours till the sun came up? Never.
Never. I don't think.
I don't think I've ever done that. Have you? Have you?
I don't think I have.
I can't wait.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous I won't be able to handle it.
I've gotten some prep. I think we can do it.
I'm nervous I'm not going to, like, if I can sleep during the day, then I'll be cool. That's what I'm nervous about.
I'm not nervous anymore about my sleep.
Because if I don't sleep, I get a little sick.
Yeah.
But I think I can sneak cat naps here.
I think you'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll sleep. Because I gotta get some sleep. I get 4 hours. Yeah, I hear that. But we're gonna party like it's 1999. Faux show.
Just like we were 19 years old again.
Yes.
I can do that.
2000. Yep, I can do it. That night, Donnie called up all the husbands to the stage and sent us down the catwalk. If you would have told me I would be getting on stage dancing in front of 3,000 women and the new kids, I would have said, you're crazy. But you know what? It effing happened. Just so you know, we're trying to lower our content rating. Because we're explicit right now.
Yeah.
We could be explicit. I mean,
here's the thing.
Yeah?
I'm a little bit more comfortable saying these words, I think, than you are.
Probably.
Is that true?
Well, I have a mouth on me.
You do. In the privacy.
In the privacy of our conversationists.
Right.
No. Conversations.
Right.
I have a bad mouth. Bad.
You've gotten better, though.
But I've tried to get better because there are some people, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want him to be turned off. I just want to make sure he doesn't think I'm, like, censoring him.
Oh, I'm sure he knows that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because trust me, sir. Kind Sir Rod.
I'm sure he knows that.
Okay. I would have said you're crazy, but you know what? It effing happened. And LOL, lol. Getting off the boat is bittersweet. Such a good time and so many memories made. It was time to get back up to the real world. You definitely need a few days after to recover, both physically and emotionally. I took one.
Yeah, me too.
That's all I can. I don't have any more.
I have to
I'm
really
gonna
be
effed.
I have to be careful with my time.
Aren't I?
Maybe. When are we getting back?
So we're getting back that Monday, and I took that Tuesday off, but then I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, I don't even know that I took Tuesday off.
Oh, I definitely took Tuesday off.
I think I should take Tuesday
I think you should take Tuesday off.
Yep.
I think that might be a good idea.
Yep.
You definitely need a few days after to recover both physically and emotionally. We left the boat knowing we were definitely getting on the next cruise. 2017 rolls out, and it was our YOLO year. Jenny lost her shit and got tickets to 3 concerts for the Total Package tour. And we ended up going to 4 shows because we won the Remember Betty contest for the last shows of the tour. What? And even went to Going Home with Donnie. What? That was cool. The concerts were so good. I had a moment with Paula Abdul when she sang Forever Your Girl. Aww. To me, while grabbing my beard in one show. I love that. I also got 2, almost 3 roses. If it wasn't for Jenny stealing one from Sean when Boys to Men were on during the tour. When we did our meet and greet in Brooklyn, I was wearing my Donnie Girl shirt, but ended up standing with Jordan. When I got to Donnie, he was just getting off a phone call and told me he was talking to Rob Dyrdek. He realized, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, isn't he like that host?
Win, lose, or draw?
No.
Am I saying it right?
I don't know. Sort of.
Okay.
I think it's like Dyrdek.
Dyrdek? Uh-oh. Put up that explicit warning again.
Anyway.
He realized I was moving on to Jordan when he grabbed my shoulders, looked at me, and said, "Why aren't you standing with me?" I said, "It just didn't work out. It's all about the girls." He said, "See me after the picture." When the photo op was over, Victor grabbed me and brought me back over because Donnie wanted to take a few pictures with me. We took a few selfies, and then Marcelo took some on his camera. Another holy shit moment was Donnie pulled me up on stage at the Newark, New Jersey show. I was in the pit dancing and having a good time, and towards the end of the show, all the guys were walking by, touching everyone's hand. When Donnie saw me, he came over, grabbed my hand, and all of a sudden started trying to pull me up on stage. That's amazing.
That is amazing.
There was no way he was going to be able to do it. Then this other guy next to me in the pit said, "I got you," and gave me a lift. All of a sudden I was on stage dancing with Donnie in front of the whole arena. It happened so fast, but it was amazing. That's friggin' amazing.
That is amazing.
It's freaking amazing. Cruise time came and we were ready. We decided to take a step back this time and just enjoy the moments instead of having our phones in hand the entire time. Taking a step back gave me awesome moments like a big man hug from Donnie at the pre-party while he was on his way out to the back door. The cruise, we were lucky enough to go to the after parties. I don't know how Donnie does it, but he goes all night and it's crazy. I remember walking to the room at 7 a.m. when people were just getting up for breakfast. The theme parties were awesome, but again, it came down to GPS night being my best night. We were going to the very end of the party and Donnie and I had been signaling back and forth. I wanted his hat. LOL. He gives me the signal to head to the stairs that lead up to the VIP section. I grab Jen and we plowed our way through the crowd. I wasn't missing this shit. Once we got to the top, there were maybe 15 people there all waiting to take their pics with him. He told me to go wait for him by his room on deck 7. I couldn't believe this was happening. He finally comes down, walks in his room, and comes out with what he said was his limited edition white Wahlburgers hat. The W might just be black Swarovski crystals. What the friggin' what?
That's amazing.
I'm so friggin' jealous right now.
For real. That's so cool.
Is there a picture with him on? Is there a picture?
I'm going to look right now.
That's friggin' amazing. It was the only one made special for him, and he just handed it over. He even signed it. That's friggin' amazing.
That is amazing.
I said my final goodbye. I looked at him and said thank you, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't go as hard as I wanted to this cruise because I wasn't in the best of health. But I promise you that next cruise it's on. His last words to me were, "Love you, bro." I can sum up the whole cruise experience in 3 words. Magical AF. Rod, you're a national friggin' treasure. Jenny, you're a friggin' national treasure as well. I like the way you text and tell me to get off the phone with Brooke. She was like, it just take a minute, and it was friggin' amazing. And I wish I would have taken a picture because I got teary-eyed.
Aww.
Because it was her and Amber and Dawn, and they were all together, and just seeing the 3 of them together.
I love that picture.
We friggin' love the picture of you guys holding hands in the photo. It gives us the feels. We love you guys.
Yeah, we do.
And you were okay with me getting off the phone, too. You were like, oh, go. Yes, call me back. Call me back.
Of course.
So, I love you. I love you, Brooke.
I love you, too.
And I love all these forever friends that we have.
And I love you guys.
Forever friends is what we are.
The face you make when you sing it is really funny. Can we take a video of it and post it?
No.
Maybe after some drinks. Maybe after some cocaine ladies.
Hey, hey, hey.
Not made with real cocaine.
No.
Made with Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Forever friends.
Well,
We will be forever
and ever
till the end.
of time
And we'll love each other.
because we're friends.
And we won't cross that line.
What was it? What was that song you were singing earlier? What was the
I don't remember.
You were like, "It's a real song." I don't think it is.
What was it?
I don't know, but it. You know what it kind of reminded me?
What?
It reminded me of like a bad lip reading.
Oh.
It was like it sounded like one of those songs from Bad Lip Reading.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a real song, though.
I don't remember what it was that you were singing.
Loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it.
Isn't that like the one that they did
It's a
with Yoda?
freaking song. No, it's
Is
a
it
song.
an old song or a new song?
It's an old song.
Loving every minute.
Loving
of it.
every minute of it. Loving every
So
minute
you sing
of
it like
it.
that?
Yeah, just like that.
Is it like
it's
from
like
the
38
80s?
special or something like that?
Oh, then maybe I don't know it because
Here, let me find it for you. Let me find it for
Are
you.
you gonna sing into?
Why would Poshmark send me something that says, "Hey, you don't quit"?
I don't know.
Don't try to get all like deep, Poshmark. You so close.
Is this it right here by Loverboy?
Yeah, see? Yeah. We can't play it.
Oh, that's right. Pause it for after.
Okay. This is a great
Okay,
episode.
this was a good
You're on the
episode.
cruise right now. You're on a cruise.
I am on a cruise, not the cruise.
No. A cruise ship.
I'm on a cruise ship. I'm on a Carnival cruise ship, and today, I don't know where I am today. Oh, today I think I might be in Costa Maya,
Hey,
Mexico.
have fun.
And if that's the case, I'm still on the ship.
Can you bring me a sombrero?
It's more than a big sombrero. It's more than a fancy
Cat.
hat. To change a city slicker.
Into a
Country.
cat?
Something like that. So, yeah, I'll bring you a sombrero.
Swing your partner and do-si-do.
How'd that one go?
Alaman left your partner lady round. Do-si-do.
Yes.
Your partner step right up and swing.
Yeehaw!
Swing your lady promenade the ring. Yeah, we used to do square dancing and it was so much fun.
I loved
Could we
it.
do square dancing on the cruise?
I would love to do square dancing.
Could I be like,
again.
Joe, would you be my partner? Like I did when, the open house in
Oh.
7th grade.
Yeah.
I ran up to him and I had my blazer on.
Was he your partner?
He was, and I was all sweaty.
Eh.
That was my first sweaty moment with a local celeb. I had the hugest crush on him.
Yes, you did.
It's so embarrassing.
But it was adorable.
Well, I think he was probably like, this is weird.
I doubt it.
You don't think so?
You were a kid.
I was a little.
You were a kid. You were in 7th grade.
That is the
You
truth.
were a little girl
That's
compared
true.
to him.
Yeah, that's true.
And he was very nice.
He sure was. He's always been nice to me.
He could have been a prick about it.
He really could be, and he never was.
No,
he
was
always
nice.
waved to me at the bus stop.
He was raised well.
He was. His dad was my basketball coach.
And
I think we should do square dancing on the cruise.
yep, we'll be a bunch of ladies partnered together.
Yep,
That's cool.
that'd be fun. All right, so this is
Okay,
real.
this is awesome.
We have cruise
Let me just stop
t-shirts.
this. We have cruise t-shirts.
I don't think no one's really been looking at them. It's
No.
okay.
Might be a little early.
It's a little early.
But we do have cruise t-shirts
But I
and
like 'em.
tank tops.
I do like them.
And we have these awesome sweatshirts.
So the flowy tank tops, they're
Run
not
small.
They do run small, and they're not getting any more of the larger sizes.
Right. So, when
just
you
so you know,
when you look at it, it shows like a 3X.
right?
That's
It's
grayed
it's
out.
not going to be available.
They're never gonna have it. And they're
size up.
sized. Yeah, they're sized like juniors.
Yeah.
I got one.
Was it tiny?
Oh, yes. It was miniature. It was really small.
Probably Bren could wear it.
But I have to tell you, I'm hanging it on my closet door. Because
As
I will wear it.
inspiration?
Yes, I will wear that on the
Good. Are you gonna go to the gym with me?
No, I will probably never go to the gym.
Oh,
I have a
okay.
treadmill.
Oh, okay.
And
I have a treadmill too, but I still go to the gym.
And I finally
'Cause I-
stopped.
I gotta get rid of this.
Oh, I got some hand weights.
I got them too. Did you see them? They're over here.
No.
They're right there. I do them in the morning.
I need to stop with the carbs.
Yeah.
I need to lay off the carbs a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I hear that.
I'm gonna take my cruise. I'm gonna enjoy myself.
Okay. Have
And then
fun.
when I come back,
Okay. I just need somebody to do something.
it's like balls to the wall.
I just need somebody to be on me.
Because you know what? When I was doing really well last summer, I felt good.
I looked a lot better. God, I looked like...
I looked... Oh, yeah. I've done it before. I'll do it again after my cruise.
Yep.
But on the cruise,
Here we go.
I'm going to be going to that guy's burger place, probably on the daily.
Take a picture of the doors. Wait, are you going
will.
to Carnival?
Yeah.
Sweet. So you
It's a different ship.
That's okay. I don't know.
Well, the doors are different on some ships.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But we can easily find the doors on the ship that we'll be on.
Okay.
So, yeah, go to our store.
Yes.
We have our cruise shirts.
Yes.
We also have our We Are All Donnie Girl shirts. $5 of every item purchased
Yep. Or more.
goes to...
Generation
yeah,
Rescue.
$5 or more.
Right.
Goes to Generation Rescue. Also, for the My So-Called Whatever logo stuff,
Yes.
$5 or more.
Goes, except
each of
with
those.
the stickers. Goes to Remember Betty.
Right.
Yes.
And...
we have something new that's possibly coming up. I just have to, work out the details.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you can go to our website under Donate
Yes.
and go to our Patreon if you want to be a Patreon peep.
That's right. We'd love to have you. We're going to have new stuff. We have the bracelets. Oh, we have some things that just got ordered, but we're still waiting on one little component.
Yes, I know that little component.
Yes.
Oh, Lord. Might be hung up in customs.
Oh, freaking A. Well, we got other ones coming, so we might want to send those instead.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we'll also have some bonus content going up. I think from this episode that you're listening to right now, we'll have some up. So,
Yeah.
it's probably already up.
It's probably already up.
But if, and you know, you can do as little or as much as you want, or,
Right.
you know what?
And even if you can't, we
you
totally
can't,
understand.
That's cool. That's fine. Feel free to go to iTunes.
Hells yes.
Rate and review us.
Yes.
We would love it. We appreciate it. And if you can't do that, tell a friend.
Yes. We
And if you can't do that,
no
cool.
worries.
Just listen.
Yeah,
Be
we
our
appreciate
friend.
it. Be our friend.
Be our friend. Come to Facebook and find us. Come find us on Twitter. All the links to all those things are on our website, mysocalledwhatever.com. Send us your stories.
Yeah, please do.
New Kids on the Block stories, other boy band stories, 80s, 90s stories. Have a show idea?
Send it.
Send it to mysocalledwhatever@gmail.com. Hey, you want to give us a call and leave us a message?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember the number.
I'll tell you what it is. Hold on. It is. Our number is. Stand by. The number is 857-271-1047. You know why I like that? 104.7.
Oh, cool.
So it's 857-271-1047.
So give us a call. Leave a message.
And just standard. It's not like a real party line or anything like that. Like it's
Right.
only like standard long distance charges may apply.
Right,
If
right,
you
right.
if you have long distance.
If you don't, or if you have to pay for long distance.
Right.
That's what it is.
And it's like a 3-minute. You can leave up to a 3-minute message, and we'll be putting messages on every podcast episode.
Right.
Until we run out.
So you may hear yourself on a future episode.
That is the truth.
If you call and you're mean, you may not hear yourself.
Delete.
Not publicly.
Oh, no. We will delete the hell out of that.
There. Perfect. Yep.
Don't be saying mean shit. Just
No,
don't.
it's not nice.
I don't want your mean comments. Just like Donnie
we don't want
says,
that.
if you got a problem with somebody,
It's not them. It's you.
it's not them, it's you. And if somebody's got a problem with you,
It's not you.
it's not you, it's them. Way to go, Donnie. I like that. I like the
Donnie
way
knows
you
what it's
think.
all about. So,
All right, that's it.
good episode.
We
Thanks,
love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, this is Dawn. My first dedication goes out to Kelly, our admin, for the song I'm picking that I'd like to dedicate to her is Back That Ass Up by Juvenile, because she's crazy, sexy, cool, and she's always in my DM, and I love her. So that's my first dedication. Bye.
Hey, Brooke and Nikki, this is Katie down in Florida. Just wanted to call and say hi. Let you hear my little southern accent. Just got finished listening to the episode tonight, and I'm so excited that there's going to be 2 this week. I miss you guys so much. I feel like I've known you forever. Have a great night, and I will talk to you later. Bye.
Hello, girls. This is Jennifer Birch, the Southern Belle from Arizona. I just wanted to say hello and tell you that I enjoy your podcast and I enjoy your group. And I just wanted to finally say hello because I've been wanting to for a long time, and I always get interrupted by kids and husband and work and everything else. But hello, everyone. I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.
Hey, Brooke. Hey, Nikki. It's Michelle, the original OG listener. What up, girls? I just listened to the episode with your kids, Nikki, and I love them. You need to have them on more. All right. I'm out. Bye.
Hey, Brooke and Nikki, this is Mindy Ann Clark calling from St. Joseph, Missouri. I just got done listening to episode 72, so yeah, I'm just a little bit behind. Yeah, I work nights, so. But anyway, though, just wanted to say that I really enjoy your guys' podcast. They're really awesome. Oh, what else? I'm gonna be on the cruise this year. This will be my third time cruising, and maybe I'll get a chance to meet you guys. I'll be on deck too. I also got a friend cruising with me, and this will be her second cruise. But anyway, well, I don't know what else to say, but keep up the good work. You guys are awesome. Bye.
Hi, guys. It's Joy. You know, the rub Joe's inner thigh, Joy. Anyway, absolutely love your podcast and feel like, you know, that we've always been friends, although we've never met. Just wanted to share with you guys about a recent reaction I received while wearing my We Are All Donnie Girls shirt. I was at a checkout lane, and the clerk said she wanted my shirt. She looked like maybe she was in her 60s, so it kind of surprised me that she said that. And so I said, "You like Donnie Wahlberg?" She said, "Who?" She had no clue who he was, but she thought my shirt was referring to Donny Osmond. I'm like, oh my, that was too funny. Anyway, I can't wait to meet you guys on the boat. Bye.
Hey, guys. It's Jessica in San Diego. I just wanted to give an official shout out, I guess, to a friend of mine who had a baby on New Kids on the Block Day. She's actually one of the veterinarians that I work for, and she just had a little boy on Tuesday, and she didn't name him after one of the guys like I suggested, but that's okay. So yeah, the only baby that I know of, at least, that was born on New Kids on the Block Day this year, so just wanted to give a shout out. And also to tell you guys that I love the podcast. I love you guys. You're really good at this. You know what you're doing. Not just the talking and everything, but just everything else. All your Facebook page, all the posts, everything, getting everyone involved and stuff. You guys are awesome. So I'm still sad, Nikki, that I didn't get to meet you in LA, but I have faith in the stupid wait list that I'm going to get on the boat and we're all going to hang out this year on the cruise. So that's it. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.
Hey guys, it's Jerusha. So I tried giving Nikki a video about my favorite escalator story, and apparently it had no sound, and I thought this was a good time to tell it. So when I was in college at Northeastern, we were going to get on the subway on the Orange Line, and it was pretty late at night after one of my graduate classes, and two of my friends were going with me because they were going north and I was going south. So we walk into the train station, and there is a man rolling around in his wheelchair yelling, "Help me, help me." We were like, "Sir, what do you need help with?" He's like, "I need help, sir." We were like, "Oh, okay, well, let's go check out the elevator." So we go over to the elevator with this, what we think is coming with us, this gentleman, and we realized the elevator was broken. And he decided, nope, I'm not waiting. So this guy rolls over to the escalator and starts to roll onto the escalator in his wheelchair. And my friend Stephanie panicked, and she's like, "Excuse me, sir, are you sure you should be doing that?" And we now can laugh about it, but at the time she was just in sheer panic. And I went running for the guy to try to grab his wheelchair before he started going up the escalator or tipped over backwards or whatever was going to happen. But my foot got caught with the escalator and that's it. We're going up. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So the guy ends up tipping backwards over the back of his wheelchair. So the wheelchair's up, spinning. We're caught between two steps going up the escalator. The man's on top of me. Turns out at this time I discovered he was quite intoxicated as well. So it was really panicking everybody. So I'm stuck on the escalator going up. He's stuck on the escalator. My pants got ripped. One of my friends goes running up the stairs trying to get to the top to get somebody to come help us. One of my friends is trying to hit the stop button at the bottom. Nobody knows what to do. And this guy's still yelling, help me, help me. And I'm like, I'm trying to help you. So finally somebody stopped the escalator. We were about halfway up, but then it was, oh my God, how do we get off of that? So two people come down from the top. One of them grabs the wheelchair, takes it up. One of them grabs the gentleman, takes him up. And I'm just like laying there trying to figure out where I was supposed to go. So my friends helped me out. Big rip up the side of my khakis, completely stained. I've got bruises and scratches everywhere. We get the guy to the top, put him back in his wheelchair, and he just takes off wheeling around going, help me, help me. So apparently he didn't really need help. That's just what he said. And that was my worst ride on an escalator. It's something to be scared of. Talk to you later, Brooke and Nikki. Bye.
Hey, Nikki and Brooke, it's Jenny. Hi, Dawn. So I'm at work, and I just had to call and say this before I forget because I just caught myself. So as I'm saying bye to patients when they're leaving, I just realized that I say bye. It's not like a full-on, like, bye, like you guys do, or like at the end of the podcast. But I do kind of drag it out a little and like, bye. So I just wanted to tell you that you know what you did.
File's done.